What's going on, everybody? DomoSenpai here, and I promised I was gonna make this video breaking down this color page because I found some really cool things about it. Some small details that people may have missed out. If y'all are new to the channel, man, make sure you go down below, hit the link in the description, the red subscribe button, either one of those, bro. Help me help you, help me reach 10K, because, you know, the higher we get in the subscriber ranks, the more that I'm going to be able to do for you guys, and the more I'm going to be able to provide. I'll be able to hire editors at this point and just start spewing out videos left and right. That's really what I want to do badly. Because the more content that we can push out, the more I feel like we can accomplish, and the more I can get off my chest, you know? Do I want to do an intro for this video? Now, we're gonna start off with the most obvious, right? The one that I have theorized for a long time, ever since chapter 87. So y'all know that was 14 chapters ago, which is 14 weeks ago, probably more than that, right? So I came up with this theory the day that we found out Rudo's full name. The moment we found out Rudo's full name, I immediately went into theory crafting mode, right? Because it didn't help that it was Sherbrick, and it, you know, that's Cerberus spelled backwards, right? So we're gonna start off with the obvious, and that is Cerberus right here. This isn't coincidental, right? For as much as Gachiakuta wants to throw all these little dog heads under here to try to throw us off the trail, come on, man, we're smarter than that. We know what this is. Cerberus, man. You couldn't hide it. That was the most obvious, and I'm glad that she's giving us a hint of what's to come. It's really intriguing. Next, we move up just a little bit, right? Just a little bit, and we see this eye, the all-seeing eye over Rudo's eye. And I'm pretty sure that this can be seen as either A, somebody's always watching, and if somebody's always watching, you guessed it, it's more than likely Corvus. It may not be the exact same design as what's on the back of Corvus's neck, but if I had to be a betting man, I would definitely put this on Corvus, right? I would definitely say that this is a Corvus thing. One of the other things that we're gonna point to is over here near Rio. It's actually quite a lot going on over here, right? So we got Rio, but we also have this silhouette of her as well. I think this is symbolizing the two sides of Rio, right? We have our normal Rio that we see all the time, and then we got the assassin who we know nothing about. I think that that's a pretty cool touch if that's the case. I could be wrong, but I'm more than certain that this is what she's hitting at, and especially this design on her arm. I feel like we've seen this somewhere, but I can't recall where. This may be a hint towards her lineage of assassins. Oh, and don't pay attention to this Mori Calliope graffiti art right here. Gachiakuta, if you're willing to put Mori on here, what about me? I've been covering this shit since day one. That's crazy. I joke. Cause this could have been me, but this says Demon Dice, and I don't know what that means. I wonder if this is just, you know, for the sake of being here. Oh, by the way, did you guys notice the Robo Gris right here? Did y'all peep that? I believe this is Gris. It's got the hat, jaw structure the same. Really reminds me of Gris when you look at it. We got the Bundus shoulder pad thing. I picked up on that immediately. You could have took this as, like, you know, being a part of this whole contraption that's right here, but it more so looks like Bundus's shoulder contraption. Oh, and let's not forget, we have a little Guida up here in the top right. She's always like doing some goofy shit, and this is right up her alley. I love to see it. So like I said previously, the more you look at this thing, the more that starts to stand out. You start to see the graffiti in a different light. You start to try to spell things out with the graffiti, and you can't quite put your finger on it. So before I move forward with what's going on the right over here, right? Do any of you guys know what this kanji means? Because I feel like if we find out what this kanji means, it's going to signify something of even more importance. But I kind of want you guys to notice what she did with Zanka, right? This is almost reminiscent or, you know, a reference to his backstory, right? Because these Zonkas right here, this is what we all know, right? This is what he tries to show off. But the Zonka up here getting pissed off is well hidden because that was always something that he did. And there's a little turd on top of his head too. Y'all know that's the Keiurana classic. She's always got to throw a turd up here somewhere. And as we go down, right? We got Engine blowing nerd smoke up. This could be seen as a reference to him with the doctor because he was in that picture with her when he was younger. This could be a reference to some like doctor shit, but that one I wasn't too sure of. And then on top of that, we got Rudo and Remlin, right? This is how Rudo sees Remlin, and this is how Remlin sees Rudo. I like how they're keeping it true to the ancestry thing because, you know, it's supposed to be a visual representation of how they see the world. And this is very reminiscent of that. I really, really, really like it. And then obviously the Studio Bones reference due to the announcement, right? I thought that was it was a nice touch. There's a lot of other graffiti things on here that I'm pretty sure mean something insane, but I'm not a graffiti artist. I can't really tell. It's interesting too because I thought that I was going to see maybe a Zodil reference. I thought that I was going to see a Dia or Brat reference. You know, I thought I was going to see something like that, but I like how Keiurana is keeping it like super close to Rudo, right? The people who were originally closest to Rudo is who's here, other than like, you know, Bundus and Guida. So maybe this is a hint that like Bundus and Guida are gonna pull up. Maybe I can see Guida pulling up here, right? Helping us out with the humanoid trash beast. This would be very interesting. That's pretty much all that I have found in this color page. If there was something that I didn't notice in here that y'all picked up on, make sure y'all let me know in the comment section below. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. It's always fun to do little things like this and give a detailed breakdown on things that I see in here, right? Like for instance, these like little versions of Rudo and Remlin up here, right? Leading to the finalized piece. It's all, like I said, it's always something weird that you notice when you look at these things. Keiurana and Ando are so talented when it comes to doing things like this. This is one of the most beautiful color pages I've ever seen. One of the most creative color pages I've ever seen. Imagine this being a poster. Keiurana, if you're listening, could you please get this turned into a poster? I would definitely like one stat. Oh my God, yo, if this is at Anime Expo, for anybody who's going to Anime Expo who's a DomoSenpai fan, if y'all are going to Anime Expo and this is a poster, please get me one. I will send you money for shipping. Flat out, bro. I will send you money for shipping. Dead ass. I want all the things that are available at this panel. I would legit ship myself, yo. For real. I would definitely appreciate that. But I feel like I'm overstaying my welcome here. I will go ahead and get to editing this as soon as possible. That being said, it's your boy, DomoSenpai, and I will catch you guys in the next video.